Go get a job, get some health insurance, get some stability, and then go do this stuff part-time for extra money. Overall, you'll make more money. You will make more money if you go get a decent job, especially if you got a job with benefits. You factor that in, so you're not having to shell out $1,000 a month for health insurance or whatever the hell it is for you, especially if you have a family. Go get a job with benefits, health insurance, preferably a 401k, and then go do this stuff part-time. Imagine if you just go get a job that pays you $1,000 a week and it has benefits. And then after you clock out, then you go drive. Preferably when it's busier, dinner time, evenings. And now you're not driving as much. But if you can go get a job where you're taking home, because that's the big thing, taking home. If you're making $3,000 a month in gig work, subtract that 50 cents a mile, tell me how much you got. Because all you're doing is sucking equity out of your car if you're not setting aside money. So if you're making $3,000 a month and you're gigging it full time, you ask yourself how much you're setting aside, and my guess is zero. My guess is you're barely paying the gas, you're barely paying the insurance, you got no extra savings after that. Everything's spent because you're only making $3,000 a month. So what are you going to do? Ask yourself this. If you're a full-time gig worker, you wake up tomorrow and your car doesn't start. What are you going to do? What are you going to do if you wake up tomorrow and your car doesn't start? If you had a job, what the normal person with a job would do is probably go, oh shit, and probably take an Uber to work, right? If your work is gig work, you can't take an Uber to work, and you cannot work if your car doesn't start, and you don't have the money to fix it. Talk about a rock and a hard place. Not only do you not have the money to fix it in the moment, you no longer have the tool that you need to even try to make the money to fix it. You're screwed. You are screwed. Go get a job. Go get a job that pays $1,000 a week, $800 a week. I don't care. Hopefully has some benefits. And then go do this part-time. Make an extra $500 on the weekend. Now you got your $1,000 a week job and your $500 on the weekend, and you got health insurance and maybe a 401k. And now instead of struggling to make $3,000 or $3,500 and have nothing left over, and if your car goes, you're screwed, now you're making $6,000 because you're making $4,000 a month at a job and you're making $500 a week doing this part-time gig work, and you can maximize your hourly return because you're only doing it part-time. You don't need to be out there 15 hours a day. Lyft's been sending me shit the whole time. Comfort, $26, 35 miles. Is this the kind of shit you guys take? But imagine if I was an Uber driver and that was all I did. And I had no other job. I had no other way to make money. This is why I would go, oh, I got to take that, right? Even if I knew it sucked, I'd still have to take it because I need the actual money.